Well, it's Memorial Day weekend and we are here back in the desert right outside of Goblin Valley, and it's going to be slightly different this weekend. What's going on? My name is Zach Kenny and this is our van Hoagie. For over a decade now, my wife and I have dreamt of having a rig of our own. And after countless adventures, both big and small, and of course, the record-breaking Utah winter of 2023, we finally decided to trade in that fateful Tacoma for this Ford Transit 350. And after building the van out to be a place that we could live, work, eat, and explore with, we finally hit the road. So follow along because, simply put, adventure doesn't find you. This is the first trip that we've gone on since Gregor's gotten surgery. So he had the TPLO surgery, which is like the doggy ACL. And so can't really do anything because you can't really leave him alone. So this trip is going to be a lot different than normal because normally when we're down here, we're going to go do Little Wild Horse Canyon, Ding and Dang Canyon, or just anything that's, you know, super fun in the desert. But because of that, we are just going to be hanging out for like the next 4 days. We have Monday off. We got down here on Thursday night. So it's just going to be a good time. The weather's supposed to be amazing. I'm talking in the 70s and 80s. So it's going to be really nice. It's going to be sunny. And we scored an excellent camp spot. I mean, we're in this canyon by itself, and so there's nobody else here. So this is gonna be a good weekend. Gonna be doing some, definitely gonna do some gravel biking. Court's gonna go do some running, and Gregor's gonna do some chilling. It's Friday night, which means it's time to go for a bike ride. Plan is to do some exploring out further down the road. I think it turns into dirt in a little bit, so let's go check it out. So out along the rocks over there are all the dispersed camping just outside of Goblin Valley State Park. And so, I mean, the spots are fantastic. First time we actually stayed at one of those was actually the weekend we got engaged. Every time we've come down here, like, man, those are some of the best spots in the West for sure. Somewhat secluded and an incredible view. The road, on the other hand, is a little bit tough. Some of it's real smooth and then it gets real chunky real quick. But beautiful though. Wow, had it not been for getting a spot down here and just looking for places to ride my bike, not on the main road, I never would have seen this place. Over there is a wash that is obviously usually filled with the water during that winter runoff because it is so green over here. Oh my God, it is beautiful. And the road is fantastic. A little bumpy, but wow. Look at this. Cathedrals of stone. Water is quite hard to come by in the West. And even when it dries out, you're left with a bunch of salt. So you can imagine what kind of place this is. It's Saturday, Memorial Day weekend. It's about noon. Court just got back from her run, and now it's time for me to go on my little sufferfest on the bike. The plan is to actually head down the Wild Horse Road or Little Wild Horse Road as the pavement turns to dirt, and then we start heading south, and it goes through a canyon. Should be at a route that's about 60 miles out. Obviously, you can keep going further. I think it actually goes towards Hankville. So you can really go all day on it. But yeah, hopefully be somewhere around 30-40 miles. Yeah, it should be a good time. And as always, it is another beautiful day in the desert. Some of the most fun slot canyons are up here, like non-technical. Such a blast. The ever popular little Wild Horse Canyon and the transition to dirt. I'll be honest, the brake bumps are a little rough. Next up on our tour of the Swell, Ding and Dang Canyon. That's where I asked Courtney to marry me. Great memories there, that's for sure. But this is going to be a fun ride. Look at that. Well, I seem to have stumbled upon a bit of an off-roading trail. No longer is it packed dirt, so it's a little tough to ride through. I'm gonna walk a little bit, see how much further this goes, and then if not, head back. There's another road that goes up and over the mountain behind me, so try that. Well, after a detour, because that sand was way too soft, I'm the alternate route. Hell of a view. God, this is why I love the desert. Besides the one car that just passed, I'm the only one out here. This is wild. Just nothing but the wide open. Look how wild this terrain looks. Straight out of Mars. Woo-wee. Whew. All right, we're passing 13 miles. Might be heading back soon because it's getting a little tough. All right, back on the main Wash Road, headed back uphill. I think I might have the wind at my back just a little bit, so hopefully this, I don't know, isn't too bad. Oh, I was wrong. No tailwind, a very, very strong headwind. It's quite difficult to fight. The sun went away, it's getting a little cold, so you know, turning into a proper fun ride. That's how it goes in the desert, you can never predict it. All right, that wraps up this ride, and I am spent. I did not do nearly as many miles as I thought I was going to do. My legs just did not have it in them after a week of vacation of not moving and drinking a lot. So it looks like I did just over 25 miles, 10 miles an hour. But yeah, the road was just a little bit rougher than anticipated and softer in some spots. So yeah, my legs are worked. So maybe I'll try to get out tomorrow and make up those miles. All right, well, it's Sunday here, Memorial Day weekend, and we've had an action-packed and done nothing at all, and it's been a fantastic weekend. We knocked out our bike rides and our runs yesterday, and then today is our rest day, and I mean, it's a bluebird day. It was in the 70s, maybe low 80s at some point, and so it was fantastic. This weekend is exactly what we were looking for. I mean, it's very hard to say after spending a week in Belize, but that was, I don't know, the perfect change up. I don't know, it's hard to compare and hard to complain. I mean, but it's been fantastic to be able to read books, finish books. I watched the F1 race live from Monaco this weekend, and that was a nice treat. But otherwise, it's been sad that we can't cook over a fire, which is, you know, always a lot better than any other option. But it's just too windy, realistically. but the awning has come in clutch for the van, as long as the winds have stayed down a little bit, that we haven't been cooked too much. But yeah, most of the time we're just trying to kill some time, really just enjoying being in the desert. It's like hard to explain or share that part. Just being here, this is, I mean, better than anything you could ever watch or read. This is just beautiful. And most importantly, Gregor is having a good time while also recovering. I mean, he can't do much, so just him being out and about outside of our basement and, you know, the room he's been hanging out in for the past 4 weeks, because he just really isn't allowed to move. So we're able to work here on Friday. We'll probably end up staying past Monday. I mean, we have the internet, we have the food, the water, so why not?